New Cabinet Ministers of 2021. Shri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister. Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. Department of Space and Atomic Energy. All important policy issues and all other portfolios not allocated to any minister. Shri Amit Shah, Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Cooperation. Shri Rajnath Singh, Ministry of Defence. Shri Nitin Jairam Gadkari, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Shri Narayan Rane, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Shrimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Shri Narendra Singh Tomar, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Shri Sarbanada Sonowal, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ministry of Ayush. Dr. Virendra Kumar, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Dr. Subramanyam Jaishankar, Ministry of External Affairs. Shri Ram Chandra Prasad, Ministry of Steel. Shri Arjun Munda, Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Shrimati Smriti Zubin Irani, Ministry of Women and Child Development. Shri Mansukh Mandviya, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Chemical Fertilizers. Shri Ashwini Vaishnav, Ministry of Railways, Ministry of Communication and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Shri Piyush Goyal, Ministry of Textiles, Ministry of Commerce and Industry and Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, Ministry of Education and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Shri Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, Ministry of Minority Affairs. Shri Prahlad Joshi, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, Ministry of Coal and Mines. Shri Jyotiraditya Scindia, Ministry of Civil Aviation. Shri Giriraj Singh, Ministry of Rural Development and Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Ministry of Jal Shakti. Shri Pashupati Kumar Paras, Ministry of Food Processing Industries. Shri Kiran Rijiju, Ministry of Law and Justice. Shri Raj Kumar Singh, Ministry of Power and Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Shri Hardeep Singh Puri, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Shri Bhupendra Yadav, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and Ministry of Labour and Employment. Dr. Mahendra Nath Pandey, Ministry of Heavy Industries. Shri Purushottam Rupala, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Shri Kishan Reddy, Ministry of Culture, Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Development of North Eastern Region. Shri Anurag Singh Thakur, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports.